Good morning. It's Miss Coconut. Well, it's morning here. Is it morning there? I'm just waking up, having my coffee, and I wanted to talk to you about scripting for money. Okay. Now, the thing about scripting, you can script anytime you want to achieve a goal. You can script because you feel overweight and you want to lose weight. You can script because you're underweight and you want to gain weight. You can script to attract, your new boo thing. You can script for a job, a better home, for your children to excel in school, etc., etc. You can also script for money. And this is what I recommend you spend your time on. Don't spend your time scripting on your new boo. That's what's wrong with us today. So many of us keep scripting for love. Where is he? Where is she? I'm yearning. And you keep getting into relationship after relationships that don't work out when you could be spending your time scripting for something really valuable, and that's security, financial security. I have always scripted ever since I started my journey. And I'm really good at manifesting. And every so often when I feel like I'm really busy, life is, going full speed ahead, and there are some things I need to accomplish, I always have to go back to my roots. So I start lighting my candles. I start taking time out for spiritual baths or spiritual time. I go into my chanting. I start making sure my vibration is lifted by listening to certain types of music. And then I start getting into my whole prosperity series of teachers. I, go into Reverend Ike and Bob Proctor and my favorite, which is Joseph Murphy. And I start to listen to them at night so that I can really start to get it back into my subconscious that I am a creator and that I am wealthy and prosperous and abundant. Y'all know I mess up a word every video. That's just how it goes over here. And so I do those things to really get my cells excited again, okay, about the possibilities. So a lot of people may feel, oh, scripting doesn't work. You're just writing down, what you want to happen. But imagine if you've met someone who's a liar and they tell you they have a car, they have the latest, Lamborghini. And they tell you that they're single, and they tell you they have a mansion, and that they're the CFO, of a prosperous company. And they tell you all of these things with such excitement and joy. And when you look at them, they look like they can play the part, right? They're dressed very well. They smell good. They definitely seem to have money. And if they're convincing enough, you're going to believe them. You're going to believe them because you have nothing else to go on until otherwise proven different, right? So it's sort of like the same thing. You get to create the life you want by writing it down, by imagining, and by feeling as if it has already occurred. That's what Reverend Ike used to always say, feeling gets the blessing. Feelings get the blessing, okay? Because it's not just writing down repetitively, okay? It's not the fact that you're writing it over and over and over, which you will. You're going to write it at least 10 times a day until your goal becomes complete. But you're going to write it you could do it every day. You could do it every few days. You could do it once a week. Set time aside where you're quiet, where you're feeling happy and content, not stressed out. And you're going to put yourself into the mood. You maybe light a candle, take a sip of wine, take a nice spiritual bath, have on some nice cologne so you're smelling good, have on your loungewear so you're feeling relaxed and you're getting yourself in the mood. And you're going to write down a simple sentence that pretty much describes what you want. But you are going to write it in the tense of it has already occurred And you're simply grateful and expressing how sincerely happy you are that this has occurred in your life. I've done this several times. When I first started my YouTube channel, I still remember when I had 25 folks on this channel, okay? And I'm looking at back in October 2017, I wrote down I had 1,404 subscribers, and I have 600 more coming, all right? I'm going to take a picture of that and show you. And I used to write all the time about attracting clients to this channel, attracting customers, attracting viewers, attracting subscribers. And so over the course of the 2 years since 2017, the channel has grown now to 8,000 something. So scripting definitely works. I can go back to 2017 and look at my numbers at 1,400. And now I see that it does indeed come to fruition. The next thing, when I wanted to modify my home and get my mortgage reduced, I did the same exact thing. I wrote it down first. And then I spent the whole year believing it. And I wouldn't allow any negative thought to weigh me down. And no matter how long the process was and no matter how many no's I got, I kept scripting that I would get my mortgage reduced. And I did. It took a year. And I'm going to tell you, a lot of people wouldn't be able to mentally handle that. But I knew that I could do it. And I scripted my way into that modification a whole year later. And I've done this over time with lots of things. Sometimes I will have a small goal, like when I wanted to sell my candles and my money oils. I would script that I'm going to make $75 a week. That was my goal. And I kept at it until I got my goal, until I met the goal. And so it's very simple. You're going to constantly put yourself in the driver's seat of your life, where you get to make the decisions, you get to make the choices. And all you have to do is think it. Imagine whatever it is that you want, and then feel it. So imagine if you want to go to dinner with someone. And you kind of do a role play, like a movie script in your mind, and you see them inviting you. You see yourself smiling and saying, oh my God, thank you. That's amazing. I would love to meet you for dinner. You see them asking, where would you like to go? And you already know, oh, I want steak. So you're already, you're prepared already because you've been spending time imagining this scenario. Oh, let's go to Joe's Steakhouse. Okay. And so you see them saying, no problem, should I pick you up? And you're going to, play this whole thing out. And you see yourself smiling and giggling and being soft and feminine and cute. And you hang up the phone. And then you imagine how it tastes, what you look like, what he looks like, what she looks like. Are you wearing your heels? Is your hair laid, coiffed? Are your nails done? You've been working out so your stomach looks trim. Maybe you'll do a fast, look a little slimmer. That's a great tip before your date. Now, if you're dating someone new anyway, they should be scheduling dates with you so you have time to fast in between the time you set the date and the actual occurrence of the date. So you have time to fast so you look a little slimmer. That's a free tip for y'all. And so you're imagining how the waiter comes to the table, how your date, defers to you and asks you, what would you like? And, and they're selecting wine and you're chatting and laughing and, oh, the steak is charred beautifully. Like you go into this whole script where you can taste it. You can taste it. Oh, I feel so full and content. That was like the best steak dinner ever. So you think about what it is that you want. Why do you want it? Why do you want the date? I want the date because Well, first of all, I love steak. And second of all, I really would like to spend time with this gentleman or this lady. And then you think about how this feels to you as if it has occurred. So it's in the now, right? Because time is an illusion. So everything already exists. Everything already exists. I will never forget when I learned about the law of attraction. We always think we're vibrating, and we attract. No, it's already there. Everything already exists. You have to bring your vibration up to that level of where it is in existence. Okay? So I want you to get into the habit of scripting for money. So the other day, I had a venture that required of me $400, and I had no clue on how I was going to get this money. I'm already exhausted. I'm already working part-time. So I work full-time, I work part-time. I have my business. I have my 2 YouTube channels. I have my 2 ebooks. I do my consultations in between all of this. And I'm trying to figure out, how am I going to fund my new venture here? I need $400 extra. So I began scripting for it, trusting that the universe has aligned for me someone that's going to give me this money some kind of way, because the $400 already exists somewhere. Okay, it doesn't have to be created. It already, somebody has $400 that they can spare me, in particular, for me, and I have to trust that. And so I just started scripting it and trusting and believing it, and feeling that it was already done, and being excited that it was coming my way. It's going to come my way. It's coming my way. It has come my way. I have the $400. And last week I got a call. Someone was saying to me, hey, I know you have this venture going on, and how much do you need? And I said, I need $10,000. My daughter laughed when I told her that, but it's true. I did say that. The reason why I said $10,000 is because I believe in asking high for everything, okay? If a man wants to take me on a date, I'm going to go to the best restaurant that I feel like eating at, okay? And if he can't do it, then it's fine, but we probably won't be going. If you ask for a raise, ask for $25, and then you settle on $17, you know. If you are haggling, you know, at the store, ask for 20% off and settle for the 10. So my point is, ask high. And anyway, the person laughed with me and said, okay, how much do you really need? And I said, you know what? Go ahead and send me what you feel like sending me. And do you know that they sent me $400? I know it. And I'm going to show you my Cash App so you don't think, you know, I'm making up this. You know, I love bringing y'all receipts of my money works. I have countless stories like this. And I just really wanted to come and encourage you this week when it comes to money work. Sometimes you do have to dedicate time and space, energy, to create the life you desire. And so this week, when you're going about life and you have a moment to breathe and you're thinking, how else can my life be fulfilled? Think about scripting for prosperity. I know a lot of you have children. So maybe if you say, oh, money's not important to me, I don't need money, I need love, that's fine. But you have children, you have grandchildren. Leave them a better future. Consider scripting so that you have something to leave them. Since y'all don't like money, you can do something for them, right? You can consider opening those bank accounts and LLCs for the babies. Because I know y'all don't like money. Anyway, I'm going to show you some information. This is why it's great to script and put dates. So you can go back and reference things and show people. This will help with your faith as well. So this is me talking about my YouTube channel and different sources of income, which some of them are just starting now to come into fruition. But if you need money now, start doing the scripting and put all of your emotion into it and all of your descriptive nouns, adjectives, adverbs, everything you can imagine. You just want to put it into it. And here I'm showing you my subscriber count 2 years later. And really, it can go as fast or as slow as the energy you put into it. And here's the $400 that I got. As you can see, I replied with a heart because I was so happy and grateful for this person gifting me the money. And I always like free money, don't y'all? I love money that comes with no strings attached, honey. Yes, Miss Coconut. Anyway, y'all, be blessed. I want to encourage you to try this awesome way to manifest money, and try with something small just to help build your level of faith in yourself, okay? And then keep working it until you get to the big leagues. I'm going to be doing the same, y'all. Talk to you soon. Om Shrim Brezi.